This is one of the things that you can start incorporating in your game tomorrow, is that when you get the ball further forward, it puts the majority of the mass, which creates more speed, behind the golf ball. That's going to help you. Okay? So I like to see the ball somewhere between, say, the big toe of the left foot if you're right-handed, somewhere toward the heel. Anywhere in there is a good sign. Okay? Now, if you look at Niall's stance width, it typically goes from the outside of the ankle of the left foot to the ball of the foot of the right foot. Okay, one of the things that I want to see is a little bit more width in your feet compared to your shoulders, because players that swing at 145, 150 miles an hour, if they get too narrow, they can't maintain their balance. Okay, so getting a little wider is going to help them with their balance points. That's the second thing I want to see. Okay, let's go to down the line. We're going to look at his balance points. Now, this is one of the areas that Niall and I are working on together. If you look at the purple lines there, if they're not matched up, which means that the left line of his left foot is forward, he's a little closed, so we can get into that in a minute. That's one of the areas we're working on. But the line goes from the ball of the foot through the kneecap, underneath the armpit, ideally. Okay, you can see that his knees are slightly overly flexed here, and the line is really a little bit more toward his lat versus his rear deltoid. So he's a little bit toward his toes, so we're going to really work on getting him a little bit more balanced. Okay, let's go to the above view. And one of the things that we want to look at from above now is pull up body lines. Now we can actually look at, zoom in just a little bit. So one of the things we can look at is the positions of the shoulders in relationship to the target. So this 3D technology is on a grid. So you can see these lines. So what we look at, and this is what we can see, you know, with the average player, which really helps them, is what is their aiming points with their shoulders. So if you look at Niall, his shoulders, which is the red line, is slightly open to the target line, and his toes, which is the yellow line, his knees, which is the pink line, and his hips, which is the green line, are slightly close to the target. So that's one of the areas we're going to actually work on too. We actually want the shoulders more parallel or square to the target, and we actually want the lower body a little bit more open for the power player, so they can create a little bit more hip and shoulder separation, which creates a bigger X factor. So that's one of the things in the setup that we're going to work on.
My power secrets can instantly be yours. I promise your next round of golf, you will be crushing the ball 30 to 40 yards farther without any practice whatsoever. Read the information below to grab your risk-free 365-day trial of my power secrets and bonuses. You will have instant access to my power secrets in the next 5 minutes.